Alright. Just need to turn off the lights and we begin. There we go. Now the ambiance is set. I gotta minimize the brightness of my screen, my phone screen, to look at chat. Difficulty. Icons for people not even an actress. It's either easy mode or hard mode. I don't know. I don't play these games. The lockpicking skip, abso-fucking-lutely not. I like criming. If I'm gonna be lockpicking, I want to do it myself. Hello, Ducky Gremlin, the chaotic Ducky Gremlin, a great gremlin right there. I personally, one of my favorite gremlins. Top 5 gremlins, easy. This is the first time I played a Sherlock game, and we're doing the spooky one. The good news, it'll be fun. Never too many gremlins. Can never be enough. That's why when you join my server, you get the role gremlin. Yeah, all the gremlins. Default role for everyone is gremlins. Is the gremlins role, because of the fact that everyone is a gremlin. In some form. You get a gremlin form. Just come on in. I'm ranting already. It's a good thing I took that nap. I wouldn't have been ranting like this otherwise. I took a nap, like... I made a schedule, passed out in a nap for like 40 minutes, then woke up, and as I fell asleep, I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember what I had written at the schedule like a handful of minutes ago. I'm just falling asleep like, oh, I got a stream at 5:30. It's like, no, you fool. You don't have to do that.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today. Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes
Yay.
insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
London Advisor, September 28th, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Prince Eduard. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Prince Eduard's personal bodyguard, the longtime member of her inner circle. Oh, it's a princess. I thought it was prince. I was covering the S's, I guess. I covered up the SS. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned to his late night promenade. A spokesman from the police assures the advisor that they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed, whether by his peers at gentlemen's club or fair night gals who comfort them.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
Strange writings. Final letter.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
How are you doing, by the way?
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
I appreciate the fact that they didn't put the stupid hat on him, because the thing is that he wore that once, and if at all.
The dustbin is yours for the digging, Mr. Holmes.
He's not the type to wear the hat that everyone so commonly ascribes to him. The morning's post, but the Strand is missing. We're entering the building because the pages were soiled from the dustbin. South. There's a store just around the corner. Oh yeah, the collection, which included all the DLC outfits and stuff, was on sale when I got this, so I just bought that. What outfit should we grab? This is banned, by the way. But we may wear any of these other hats, or no hat. We could even have. Yes. That's some good makeup. Just what the doctor ordered. Oh yeah, this was 2023 was when this was released, and they did dedicate this to the Ukrainian soldiers. So here you go. Maximum spin. Vortex mode. Just looks so distinguished. What a distinguished man. A Ukrainian bold. Well, that's a nice line. That's, yeah, you know what? They are. I think the war's over? I don't keep up with politics. I don't know any of the things that's going on, I'm gonna be honest. I do not keep up with the world around me. Chops ain't half bad. Being for the benefit of his eyesight. Bizarre cool. It would never suit him because he would never have worn this. Like, I remember, I like to know trivia. He was not a fan of it. I can't remember it exactly, but I believe he was not the as much as the creator hated what became ended up hating. I can't word now apparently, but yeah. Sherlock probably either never wore the stock that hunting cap or only wore like once. Ooh, a weird tooth.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness. Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here! Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Smart kid.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson?
Cool, now I can take the day off.
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Where's he
Which way
headed?
did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings. Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here.
I'm supposed to open this up. Alrighty, so the strand was in the bin. Was a cactus spine stuck to in a sheet. Spines are very tricky to remove once bed and scared. Damp and dirtied with potting soil. Okay. They said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books this morning. Mr. Barnes, a local bookseller, delivered the novel for Dr. Watson. Cactus spine from an assassin. That bang, a bit to Mr. Barnes is in order.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
Ah. Is this way? Or not? Are you okay, horse? If I were a betting man, I'd say that's what the loud bang was.
What does it say? What does it say? No seams or torn fabric on this doll. Likely one-legged by design.
Hey ho, street pigeons and roof ravens. Another treasure hunt is upon you. Then hand, it's up to you to find all the dolls.
Treasure hunt. Used to do lots of those in my childhood for myself and...
Is it a call for help? A bad joke?
or both. Better not risk leaving this matter ignored, don't you think?
Lock to be picked later. I love investigate. This game has already made me sidetracked. I'm realizing it. Ah, penny farthing bicycle. Where?
Excuse me, just one question.
I can't help you with that, sir.
Kitty! Come on, pet the cat. Terrible game. Can't pet cats.
May I ask for your assistance?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
May I ask you something?
I can't help you with this.
Apparently none of them have touched a book. I'll complete the side quest, this, and then I'll go to do the side quest once.
How about that Vogel fellow? He seems rather obsessed with you. Would he do something like this?
Minimize effect of overworking. Ink, newspaper ink. Leans heavily on its right leg. Wants to look taller. High heels. Built fortress. Limp likely the result of an attack. Taller, stronger, presumably to deter further violence. And tries to appear taller, wearing high heels. Hmm. Well, I did notice that weird little smudge on the thing.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Ah, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
No, really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out. The ladder is broken, recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
That's why I guess he's limping. That type of stuff can really mess up your footing.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
Yeah, spoil the dog. All puppers deserve to be spoiled.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Log of exotic plants based on part of the catalog reads everlasting plants for an everlasting love.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. The finest view London has to offer. Finest view London has to offer. An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
He was trying to kill. They were trying to kill me. Should have known. They always want me dead.
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
We're looking for a cactus needle in a haystack. A spine in a book stack? No, come on, Watson, think.
I suspect we aren't going to find everything there.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. Familiar spine. Is this what I found in my dustbin?
My own love of betrayal and stuff led me to thinking that Sherlock was right. That indeed he was the target of assassinations.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them. Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
eye contact, or distracted. Beauty or concealment. Unusual for work attire. Honoring deceased husband. And shoes on arrival. Memory of her late husband. Her dress is made from expensive fabric that's not suitable for work. There's still no trace of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. Contact. Her eyes constantly darting around the street, seemingly in search of something. So waiting for someone? Cherishes the memory of her husband. She's trying to move on. Tension. Still no trace of mud. While she tries to bury grief by dressing extravagantly.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right. I don't know anything about this, sorry.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes, no, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken.
He
I
has a
often
crush
see
on
him
her, right?
staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder
They're
what
in
he
love
thinks
with
about
each other,
there's such
and they don't
longing
know
into
that
his
the other one
face.
feels the same way. What the? Okay, I'll hydrate. What is that face anyway? I'm trying to tell it. That's head pat. Okay. Thank you for the head pat. I see.
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break. I should have worn something warmer.
Oh. There we are. Better posturing. Display would take a dead flower, attract attention. Helps you come over into a shop and give him a watering advice. Could be simple. They be a symbol for his desperation. Her cactus, which he ordered from a catalog on the counter. Barnes, a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog presents these cactuses as immortal.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
That... Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a slight tendency to overthink things.
Ah, that feeling. We all know it.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
Yeah.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and.
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
We'll be sure to come back to you in the future. I get the feeling we will need to. Local port of London had a rude awakening last night. The loud bang and the thick red smoke to set the peace. Merchant ship Moskov had docked at Pier Number 3 in the early evening en route to Europe, but when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The port authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if the crew members were on board at the eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have full count of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But
it's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come. Not much further now.
Okay, at the park type thing. I want to find the dolls. I went right past it. Well, aren't I a fool?
A miner with a sooty face. At least, in doll form. What's this?
3 pigeon sewer rats. This is the first thing I'm doing. I've immediately gotten sidetracked by dolls. This is why you don't hire me as a detective. I just immediately, first thing that happened, first side quest that I found, and I'm like, yeah, you're real interesting. Where are these dolls?
May I ask for your assistance?
I wish I could help, but I know nothing.
Unnaturally bent legs, yet they look to be a design choice. Seems to be for me.
With a clue in hand, it's up to you to find all the dolls. It's back this way. I get all the dolls together. You are a sucker. Damn, they got me. Don't worry, I'm on the case. When I get around to it. Eventually. It'll happen. I promise I'll get to it. Just don't hold your horses.
Stenwick is just down the street from Barnes's bookshop.
It'll happen.
Are you able to help me?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
A model of a homely room and fireplace. Chimney bears a peculiar form, like it's meant to have something put inside. Tom.
Alright, I got Tom's key.
Looks like a factory to me. Wonder what could get the gears inside moving.
I know what could. A kid losing their leg.
Ah.
The
A small minecart. Endearing, if disturbing.
Who wants to get
Looks like
miner's
putting something in the
lug?
slot may get the
Lung.
gears inside to move.
Lug. Yes, Sherlock Holmes is great. I've never played one of these games before, so I welcome you to witness me just completely losing my mind and bumbling through it. I want it to be clear, I should never be the one hired to be a detective. It's a terrible idea. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with these keys. I'm guessing they'll be useful later. If you know Sherlock Holmes games, is this one of those things where it's like I just grab some keys that are going to be really helpful later? This is one of those I need to... London Nights? What are you speaking of, London Nights? What do you mean? It sounds British. Well, this is all British. I retract the accusatory British statement. What do you mean, quite? I'm already confused. I said I'm a terrible person to hire as a detective. It's like you couldn't get options A through B, so you... like you... A through Z, to double A, to double Z... all of them were occupied, and then you're like, I guess I'll call Gremlin, and I'm like, oh, you poor son of a bitch. If this is supernatural horror, maybe I can help you. Otherwise, you have royally called on the wrong person. Well, this is supernatural horror, but equally, I don't know what to do about these keys. I'm gonna hit a save.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Those are some fine
Sir,
chops.
the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything
Thank
about
you.
my
Thank you
missing
for the
servant.
boost of confidence.
What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Ruffles, you better go make a chip to the fact that otherwise your name is terrible.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent
So how are you,
learning about your
Trippy?
servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing.
Hooray!
Invested a lot of money in him,
Trippy's
so
having
he
a
must
good
be
evening.
found.
Fire the confetti cannons! That wasn't confetti! Oh God!
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Oh, cabbage.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Goddamn English, British people talking about savagery.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
You know, for a nobleman in Britain, in the English world, British world thing, you aren't terrible. Congratulations. You get the badge of 6 out of 10. Not terrible. You're British and you're a nobleman, which does knock down points. Really, I arbitrarily just deduct points for any nationality because of the fact that I just like to bully everything. It's the fun part of my evening. Yeah, 6 out of 10. It's a phenomenal score. I know.
Chewing tobacco.
I'm just so generous.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
I mean, I'll hear arguments why I should up the score. Would you like to hear arguments why I should up? Would you like to give me an argument why I should up the score of the Captain Steinwick? Yeah, I'm not sure where the clues are. I found 2 of the clues, but I'm not sure where this other one is. It means I have to use my brain for once, and this is terrible news because I don't like doing that. That's something about that isn't letting me look at it. Trippy, would like to know your score so far out of 10 for human scoring?
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
You say your score is 8 out of 10. I was going to say 7, but you know what? You convinced me.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Button chops, the remains of a meal. The ashes are long since cold. A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here. A small Navy spyglass.
Congratulations, Trippy, on upgrading.
No air coming through it. No air coming through it. No air coming through it.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. I think he knows someone.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
You're welcome for the upgrade. You should, but don't forget to credit yourself. You were just so convincing.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh. Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
At the end of the critics, set class, meal chart.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right. Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
We're piecing it together.
rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Notice that. Eyeglass. And yeah, I am too, but I'm not sure exactly how it goes. Also, by the way, Stanwyck has gone from a 6 out of 10 to a 4 out of 10. He's being downgraded for treating his worker terribly.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right. Wait, there was fruit and bread, which means
Okay, I'm missing something. There's gotta be something, right?
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. No air coming through it. Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
So what I'm looking for, if I were to guess, would be an item.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
I don't know. Help. I opened the floor to help. I am confuzzled. I know fighting. I know reckless charges and attacks and stuff. I don't. This is brain work.
Yes, Denwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
Okay, you're in a special mood, so you want to help. Is that what you're saying? Please help. I'm lost.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? No air coming through it.
What am I missing?
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
I'll even accept guide-based help. I'm lost. I'm fully befuddled already. Man had his chewing tobacco. Yeah, there's gotta be, but like, where the fuck is it?
A scrap of Hessian. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Really, we're ignoring the blood on the wall? Here we go talk to him about the lock. Like, yo, what's up with the weird key?
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden. Where on earth are you going with this? Are you joking? Why would I know this? Are you joking? Why would I know this? Where on earth are you going with this?
I will not be long. fire coming through it.
Alright, I have to talk to him about more things.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest, but I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Okay. Watson, get out of my way.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
You want to hear it? All right, I might be revising the captain's thing again if indeed Kimia really just was a wild man. This man is just being like, all right, can you please wear something? I'll give you the thinnest, crappiest clothes in the world if it just means you'll wear something.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
So you lose points for calling him an investment. So how do we respond to this? I like to sometimes give my viewers control over what we say here in the realm. So how do we respond to this man? I understand the snippiness, don't get me wrong. Very understandable. But still, quite the attitude. Shall we leave this case and damn poor Kimia? We'll remain silent because of the fact that it's...
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason.
Yeah.
The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
Hey, Chippy, would you like... I also have a chance for you. We have all these outfits. If you have one that you would like. Goes from 1, 5, to 14. We have all these options except for this. This is banned. This is a banned item. Glasses. Facial hair. Fake bruising. And we have Watson. This one? Or this one? Yeah. One I have selected. Alrighty, the white suit. We're going in snazzy. We're walking down the street all snazzy mode. Oh, this is where we found the thing.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather. A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the colour and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor? Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Sherlock Holmes approaches you like this, what are you gonna do? We're not spyglass footprints of man in boots. Oh wait, this thing. I'm an idiot. Kimia's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter residue, and that there was a recent saltpeter accident in the port of London. Things suggest that to find Kimia, we must head to the port of London. There's no time to lose.
The strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall? The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass. Indeed, we shall need to take a cab there.
We never figured out what these keys are for. Okay, I'm not gonna look up what they're used for, but I am gonna quickly check if these are for something in the future or later. Because that's going to eat at me otherwise. Yeah, so okay. Uh, okay, nothing's really being clear, so I'm gonna have to. Sorry, it's just this is going to eat at me endlessly if I don't figure this out. Uh, there's YouTube guides, but I don't want that. I'm good. I'm good to progress with these keys. That what you said, Trippy? I can't figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna... try one more time. Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. Okay. All this stuff. You've got to be kidding me. That's where it would have started.
Padlocks have names etched onto them. Anne, Tom, Charles.
Mary, Charles, and Anne.
Tom, Charles, Anne, and Mary.
Death certificate. And we're waiting for Trippy, but this is... oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You're back in time to read the death certificates of Anne, age 12, who lost her leg due to a leg injury in the factory. Tom Gills, who died because of smog poisoning in the mines. And Charles Potter, severe burns and debilitating injuries. Our dear friend Mary.
Last doll seems recently made.
Oh no. Oh no.
Children's clothes, judging by the size.
You finally made it! You found the last piece of the puzzle. But it's only the last piece of this hunt. Last piece in this hunt. Last piece ever. My street pigeons. I know a lot of you. My riddles were the... I know to a lot of you, my riddles were the only glint of light in your day. but shining that soul beam meant being surrounded by complete darkness. With Charlie's death, the third of our foursome, my lips have lost the ability to smile. Life has forced us to work where we don't belong, squeezing what little light we had out of us. Each day ended as me praying that the next, and I'd have to climb down the chimney again, and those awful fumes, listening to all the screams, would never come. I don't even know how to pray. My friends thought I was the strongest, but with every loss, I felt smaller and weaker. And now I feel nothing at all. So goodbye. I hope that one day you can fly away to warmer places, happier times, and never again be forced to give up on your lives for scraps. Give up your lives for scraps.
Not sure I like the treasure hunt's ending.
Could we really have saved her, Holmes?
No. Solving this crime is beyond my reach. It is society who must work on sparing children from death by hard labor.
Lots of dressing in that in memory of Mary. So, now we know the story. Anne in the factory. I believe that's Tom in the mines and Charlie in the fire. And Mary now in the water. Oh, it's sad.
Is this familiar to you?
Excuse me, what? I'm not sure I know.
What's that? Or somehow people want to bring this type of stuff back. Like, what the fuck? No, the world's not dark enough. Let's bring child labor back.
Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
Children need to be able to have light in their life? Fuck that. That sounds like some nerd shit, apparently. The Blood Red Knight. What a dark fucking story.
Mr. Holmes,
language.
what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps. Before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand. A gift, he said, so as to gain God's favor after that.
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued?
Yes. An detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. Without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long as it does not interfere with my methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimahir?
Yeah, London was the technological capital of the world at this point. But I agree with the sentiment of it's the duty of society to take care of the children. Doesn't matter how shitty the world gets. Don't mean you gotta make the kid's life shitty. When people argue that it does, well, that's just a bad person. Like, what the actual heck? Why? Why would he do that?
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
I've seen worse. Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
Chapped lips. Vomit stain. A bit distended. If that's distended, then what? Meh. A little too tight.
Miss, what if I told you that you are in the family way?
No, really? Oh, thank you, sir. How would I, a simple woman, have ever known without your help? You must be a doctor.
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. I would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze.
I mean, I thought that maybe she didn't know because of the fact that
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank.
early stages tend to not be too noticeable for most people. Most, like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't uncommon. Like, I think it's not even uncommon nowadays to be unaware until, like, unless you do a test until it's fairly far along. I suppose if she's throwing up, she would know, but I mean, I've had times where I felt sick to my stomach and it was just my body being weird.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere
True.
around here.
I've dreamt of being a chick. I bet I'd be really hot. Then again, I'm hot anyway. But just imagining a female me, what would that look like? How would she look? Thank you. I'm sure I would be. Now that's one thing I wouldn't mind of AI, to see what a female me would look like once it gets far enough along. That would be interesting. That's one thing that is kind of fun to imagine, you know? In some ways, as much as I hate, as much as I don't say that AI can help in all creative aspects, like can do the creative work, it can help in certain things like answering such questions, you know?
My colleague and
Always
I are
wants to get
seeking
far
a
enough
burly
along.
man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
I'm a bit confused on the dam right there, but yeah.
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying at home.
Could you help me?
Of course I know. To cut a long story short.
Can I ask you a question?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Sorry. Yeah. Any of us. So many thoughts of how great people look. People all look kind of amazing. Wording my enemy.
Is there a doctor? The man is very sick here.
It sounds as though those people will need my help.
Hello, this is Dr. Watson. We'll take a look at your friend. May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir. Can't help you.
Freshly dug up treasures, it seems.
Everything ends up in a river. It's a good thing these people take
The
something
water has a
from
curious whitish tinge to it. The subject is hyperventilating. He has a pale face and dilated pupils. Dilated pupils, decolorized skin, necrosis. What do you make of this, Doctor?
All signs point towards acute poisoning. It could possibly be due to chemicals. I won't jump to any conclusions yet.
Could you help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be.
What are you looking at? You like to watch how a man suffocates himself for food?
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Help me, please.
I can't help you with this.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
Thank you for the blessing. Missing for a week. If you see it, if you see him, ask Dad.
Is this familiar to you?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Ow!
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
How can I help? I could try and flag someone down. If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Lots of blood around. Hardly anything I'd call sanitary. But I suppose for back then it would qualify. You don't want to have fun with your pies. I only like a handful of pies. None of them really involve meat.
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the port.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
Sharon? Oh no, that's an ill omen. Ooh, that does sound fun. Throwing pies. I've pied people a few times. It is fun.
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Do you know anything about this?
I'm sorry, but I don't know anything.
Brave bird, that.
Is this familiar to you?
No, sorry. I know nothing.
Help me, please.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Pile of rotten food. It carries danger, but not of the kind that we witnessed. Gruesome. It's been decomposing for weeks. If this were the origin of the disease, it would have started sooner than a few days ago. The waterway goes under the buildings. We'll need to find other open sections in order to continue our search. Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet. Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at a, warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
Do you still have the necklace that Solsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the, shrine. I tried to sell it to buy Amma medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
I think that we got a guy that works
mother.
that I'd prefer
She
to be
got
able
sick
to
after the hot-
melee to death.
The fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
How would you describe this Solsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
Don't go anywhere.
Alright, Sherlock, let's hear what you have to say about their religion.
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
I should have helped Amma put out the posters. If she hadn't been in the smoke so long, maybe she wouldn't be sick.
Yes, things are hard to miss.
Almost no fish the last couple of days.
Coffee won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Ravelar!
The coffee won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Rec room. Why does rec room sound familiar? But congratulations on convincing someone you died. I did that in a pool once. Also on accident.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
The coffee won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
VR game. world was all
The coffee won't go
funky
away.
and
The doctor's
laggy,
too
and I
pricey.
fell into my back and oh god.
The coffee won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Oh no. Well, hey, when we're hanging out Friday, I would love to hop on VR and try it out.
Mal Dalton swears she saw ghosts in Warehouse 2. The coppers even went over there. Must be serious.
Yes, a Halloween stream perhaps. Well, I did say I wasn't planning to stream Halloween, but perhaps. I didn't say that I know you as a good friend.
May I ask you something?
I think I can help you.
Could you help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
I don't think anyone knows the answer. Meanwhile, he's playing cards with just gave me advice. It's like, ah, well, you might be right.
Mal Dalton swears she saw ghosts in Warehouse 2. The coppers even went over there. Must be serious.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
A recent cart crash.
Memo to employee Brian: never load this trolley with more than half the weight of Danny Nutcracker, or 200 pounds at a time. Damn, just dunk it on Danny there. The Mexican flamingo is Joshua, and the poor thing is not running well since. The trolley, that is. Joshua broke long ago. Also, the ship from Barbados asks for 1 ton of fennel. Let's hurry up.
Phenol, a dangerous substance often used as a sanitizer, coming from Spade Chemicals. The fish's scales have decolorized. What a disaster. Excuse me, just one question.
I think I can help you.
Located at Warehouse 5. Sorry, just responding to the text quickly.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. I know nothing.
A red cross. Clearly the sign of some evil organization.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Good evening, Constable. I heard some people talking of ghosts in this warehouse.
Gossips, all of them. An old lady neighbour saw some lights and ghostly shapes in the middle of the night. She heard music too. Turns out this was the warehouse of Grandpa Kujak. He owned a business with theatre props for scary shows. I went in and... well, it is a bit creepy. But I think it was probably just some kids fooling around.
Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Not at all. It's like Madame Tussauds, only worse. I'll be on the beat round the pub for the rest of the night. Damned explosion. Good night, sir.
Spoopy ghosts. A warehouse had business with theater prop. Right, with theater props. Console can be found.
An effective contraption. It still works. They opened the casket and left marks. There was a box in the coffin. It was removed quite recently. A herbal odor with an acylic base. Liquor? Phosphorus, used recently. Where is this going? Who is this intended to scare? Somebody had fun. Bottles of various shapes and sizes. I detect a mix of chemicals and aromas. Bottles of various shapes and sizes. I detect a mix of chemicals and aromas. No brand or markings. It looks like a bulk product. Several crates are missing. A small cart left those tracks. Inspired by the legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Or ooh, we're so spoopy. For a second I was confused that that part was right, and I was like, the fuck? Like, how in the world?
Somebody played with phosphorus to give the illusion of ghosts or ectoplasm. In reality,
Very
they
foul
were here
mouth
to mix
tonight.
a few ingredients and prepare a
Usually I'm
solution
not
of some
this
sort.
foul mouth.
Then they took a box
disappointed in
inside
myself.
the casket, and they left through that gate with a small cart.
Expect better.
That's most likely the ghost the old lady saw through the window. Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
Dr. Tippett's electric pectobrain. Patent medicine of the future.
Ah, good snake oil.
Medicine. A quick fix at an expensive price that drags the patient slowly into death.
Is this familiar to you?
I think I can help you.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Where are we? The field hospital? The cart from Warehouse 2?
Very young indeed. Made a medicine recipe. Phosphorus. Have complete medical, therefore it can hardly claim a doctor title. From Warehouse. His eyes are not that of a caring person.
Good evening, sir. Are you the gentleman who sells that intriguing pectobrain beverage?
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Thomas Tippett, and yes, its proud inventor and purveyor.
Are you a doctor? You seem remarkably young.
I'm self-educated. I help people in need around these parts with my medicine.
Helping, as in bringing to the grave?
That is unfair, sir. The virtues of my invention are to calm the nerves, to stop coughing due to the endless smog, and to help children to sleep.
Has your beverage been tested by your peers or any medical authority? I am a doctor, and it appears that you are playing with people's lives, people who place their trust in you to ease their pain.
People need help, and drugs are expensive. My formula helps, and it's inexpensive. The product is dispensed from here only, so dose and usage are controlled. I looked into other patented medicines. They contain harmful or useless substrate, and they're sold in respected shops and pharmacies.
Do you realize what you are doing? You are playing with people's health.
You're a doctor. Take a look at my product. You won't find mercury, radium, lithium, or any other toxic substances drowned in alcohol and sold freely by so-called health professionals. I can show you how I work. Let me help people.
Watson, what do you make of this situation?
I'm not sure. Patent medicines can be a scourge, yes, but he is not entirely wrong in practice.
Why the haunted warehouse?
Well, nobody was using it, and people are afraid of ghosts. It kept them away until today. What I do is not entirely legal, but I do help people. I help up to 50 people here every day. It is working.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie? I can hear the patient suffers with their lungs. I can hear the patient suffers with their lungs. The patient has a high temperature and is short of breath.
The cart from Warehouse 2.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper.
What do you think?
The coffin won't go away, and the doctor's too pricey.
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty lout, with a silver ball in place of a missing eye.
I shudder to ask, but where does one find a Dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him.
It's weird. I was fully ready to throw that man down and be like, here's your guy. Now I'm not so sure. Do we let this man continue his practice? If anyone in chat is still awake and able to respond, I leave the question to you. Do we leave a man who is doing his best, although not perfect, to practice medicine and ease the suffering, at least, of these people, or report him? Leave these people who most assuredly will never be able to afford a proper doctor or go to a pharmacy to what they may. Anyone have a vote? No? Then I'm gonna lie.
Constable, I'm afraid we saw some troubling signs, unnatural even, inside the warehouse. Dr. Watson here can confirm it, and he's a specialist. It would be best to stay away for now.
Really? I'm 99% sure that ghosts don't exist, gentlemen. I won't report this to my colleagues after my shift. Some of them might be the naive sort who scare easy.
I'm of the people, not of the law. Oh, but what they're doing is a violation of the law or whatever the fuck. Blah, blah, blah. It's not killing anyone. If it's done with pure intention and it does aid, then why stop it? I see no reason to turn a man in simply because he's doing his best. He may not be perfect at it, but if the other option is no one doing anything, I'd say the imperfection is the best option they have. Who are we to refuse them such an option? I don't get me wrong, there's a lot of charlatans nowadays who are like, here's this new age medicine thing. The biggest thing that I've heard of is crystals. I still hear about them and I just can't help but laugh. Like, that just sounds like something that you'd hear of in like a Stone Age documentary. Like, back in the Neolithic era, they believed that this rose quartz would heal the soul and ward off any illnesses. It just sounds fake. Then leads me to be confused why people like, why is it such a like a real thing that actually is going around nowadays? Like, just does not make sense to me.
This pipe disposes of wastewater from a factory, a possible culprit, but would likely have caused trouble a long time ago. Moving on. May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
6, 7. Where's 5? Three. That's 6, 7, 4. Where's 5? Finally!
Barrels of phenol from your company ended up in the canal. It has poisoned people. You will need to clean it up properly. Otherwise, we will inform the authorities.
What the? We will call the cleaning brigade immediately. I hope this can stay between us.
Gentlemen, the doctor here and I have found the source of the contamination. Spade Chemicals will take care of it.
That's pretty good news. But how long will it take? And what about our friend? Will someone pay for his treatment?
Pressurize the company. But for now, get rid of the stained clothes and rinse any phenol-affected skin. No one else should touch the canal today.
Thank you. We'll do that. Let's go to the chief doctor for help.
Wait a second. Hell yeah! This is the best outfit! The stuff rules! It is so stylish and cool! I love the look of a plague doctor! Oh yeah! This is a good day.
Is this familiar to you?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
May I ask you something?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy...
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the fourth person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, and I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
Now, where was I?
HM cuss. Any stamp ink stains. Some hillside pocket watch. Mint solid gold. Man has money. Not brawny.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished. His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up. Sorry, Doesn't ring a bell. Can't help you there, mate. Can't help you there, mate. Can't help you there, mate.
Have you seen this before?
My card? Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there? That boat explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while.
Seems that Roy Soul could be somewhere his accomplice.
What are you gawping at?
I shall take my leave.
What are you gawping at?
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though. Boulder Dash. Sorry, you lost me there.
Mr. Soul...
And how do I... Sorry.
Mr. Soulsby...
And how do... Sorry.
Mr. A man named...
What? Boulder Dash. Sorry.
Mr. So... A man...
What? Boulder, sorry.
Miss... A man...
What?
Your calling card was found at the crime scene. That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious.
It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income. I'm sure Scotland Yard will be delighted to investigate further.
All right, stop. Look, it's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
Yes, I know Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that, on my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall, but I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
He's a regular at the Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
The plague doctor always gets his victim. I mean, patient. They'll never know my face. The mysterious plague doctor who rolled into town and started saving people. Strongest grandma of history. Sometimes the fascinating thing about white collar crime, like what this guy did, Captain's officer did, is the fact that sometimes it's the fact that they genuinely aren't thinking like too ill. Obviously with him, he knew it was kidnapping, and I mean, like, there's no excuse there.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Help me, please.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Just double check with the barmaid lady. Kitty.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about Dirty Summers than you're letting on?
I have nothing more to add, sir. I failed to follow. Are you? I failed. Are you?
Why do
I am.
Enough. I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised. So what?
A customs officer, Roy Soulsby, testified that Summers was a regular here. You must know something about his business.
All I know is his drinks order.
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
Nothing of the sort, but that doesn't mean that there won't be consequences for your silence. Everyone knows you happily served Summers and his crew. Should the police come knocking, you'll be the one going away. And none of us wish to see you raise a child behind bars. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private room. I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key, go and do what you will. Just leave me out of it.
Back in the day when cash was king. This is very spiffy looking.
The hairs on the back of my neck stood up.
That ship. Oh no.
£5. That won't go far.
There's some crates in the warehouse area. 30 Summers hires men in the pub's private room.
Strange symbols. I don't recognize them.
Dear William in Williams Co., Manchester, invoice number O12B. Date 20th of September. Sold Oscar Summers. To Oscar Summers. Cargo high quality, sail class packed. And crates quantity 50 crates total 50 pounds.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Summers has hired men on a warehouse warehouse work specifically to carry crates of sail class. Abductees could still be inside the warehouse, but should be marked with red paint. At this rate, we might be able to finish chapter 2 before we call it for tonight. And I'm gonna spend some time figuring out why I've been such a sailor mouse today. I'm not happy about it. Hooray!
Really, Holmes, this ought to be beneath you. As my brother would say, it is for the greater good.
Ah, man, I caught it first try.
Mold. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out. Good quality, but torn in many spots. This crank saw some use. The layers of rust will prevent any movement. Well oiled and well maintained. Fit for a crank.
Ooh, I can't jump down the heights.
A hidden passage, just as I expected.
There's no symbols indicating I'm supposed to use these anymore. I'm gonna go over to the kid. Just see if the kid needs to if I can talk to the kid quickly. Someone update on the case. And then we go over, begin the path of trying to save its bro. That is next night that we stream. Also, update to schedule that the mistake I made was that I will be doing wiki rabbit holes Thursday like usual. I did not state that in my stuff, in my schedule. That's on me.
I'm sorry about my English. I try hard, but the rules don't make sense. It's stupid.
Tell me about it, kid. Yeah, the rules are stupid.
Wait here, Watson, and keep an eye on the doors. I'll scout the premises.
Will do. Be careful down there.
This isn't good.
Wait, what's happening?
I was wondering why they called me in to investigate. Oh God, here we go. Ah, the horrors.
What is this place? Where am I? Strangely cold. Something is missing.
People that have been taken.
This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion? The only way forward is the abyss.
I don't know about you, but I'm not really sure I'm Team Abyss on this one.
The only way forward is the abyss. Phew, I didn't die. It is icy cold and pulsating.
Hey, I didn't violently die again.
My heart, be calm.
Yeah, this experience cannot be good for one's heart. What just happened? Nobody's gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna hold me down.
Now I am somewhere else. How? It's harder to breathe here. What is that?
I can tell you what that isn't. Normal. Wanna try?
No! Unspeakably revolting.
Ah, somehow is spread out over here. Mr. Cthulhu. I'm a smarty. Staring contest, I win these. Nobody's gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna hold me down. Uh-oh. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I've solidified a bridge. Okay.
Head is already spinning. When will this end?
So I had the solution, I just didn't realize it at first.
There are 2 recesses.
Yep, this is normal.
What kind of trickery is this?
The stench.
Oh, yay. Alright, I found the thingy.
Strange stone. It almost feels alive.
There's that guy. And there's the guy. And then it's the guy. Yay, guys!
On my head. What just happened? One down, one to go. It's rather frustrating.
Oh, that is truly revolting.
It's more of guy, but now there's things. Hey, that's bone. I didn't approve of bone in my bone. In my horrible evil sacrifice pile, I didn't want bone.
Frozen and pulsing almost like it has a heart.
Let's get through here.
Did I get out?
John?
What is it, Holmes?
What is it, Holmes, indeed? What will happen to our brave Sherlock? What will happen to our dear Watson? Why did they call me to possess envy? Oh, do I have to? Word. Why would they call me to be the solver of the sleuthings that need to be sleuthed? Now these questions and more will be answered next time. Alrighty, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you've had a wonderful time. I have been your Gremlin of Chaos. And remember to laugh at life, because it makes life a little easier. And a little bit more fun.